Hi, and welcome to this pregnancy sequence. So for this one, we're going to use a wall. So you need a clear space of wall or a shut door that isn't going to open. So you can do this without a mat and just use the floor, it's fine. So come to your wall. I'm going to start with our feet just a little wider than hip distance. Spread out your toes and have a little softness in the knees. Take a moment to think about your posture here. So feeling as if the tailbone could just sink a little bit down towards the floor and just a little engagement of your lower belly. So sense that you're hugging baby into the spine. And we're just going to roll the shoulders up to the ears with a big inhale and exhale as we roll them down the back. So inhaling up and exhale them down. Really making space across the front of the chest. And we're going to let those shoulders stay back and down. Lengthen up through the crown of the head. Nice deep inhale into the baby, into the belly. Long breath in and long breath out through the nose. Or you can use your golden thread breath. So making a little tiny space through the lips as you breathe out, blowing out a slow, steady stream of air. Just through that small space through the lips. Makes the exhale longer and more focused. So you can continue to use the golden thread breath in this sequence or breathe in and out through the nose, whatever you prefer. We're going to bring one hand to the wall, just about shoulder height. And you want to be close enough that you can have a little bend in the elbow. So just adjust if you need to. Standing up nice and tall, we're going to come into a side bend. So the opposite arm comes up and over, and then you lean into the wall, putting a little bit of pressure on the hand that's on the wall. And then come back, hand comes back down to the side. So inhaling as you reach the arm up and over, remembering to keep baby hugging into the spine, and exhaling as you come back and down. So you can keep looking forwards, keep that top shoulder a little soft and away from the ear. If it feels good in your body, you can turn your gaze and look up and under the top arm. Just taking your time, really using your breath. And do about 6 to 8 of these. And then we're going to come onto the other side. So just taking the time to turn yourself around. Put feet a little wider than hip distance. Soften the knees. And about 8 on this side. So inhaling up and exhaling down. With your breath. And just seeing if you can really reach the fingers away. Sweep that hand through the air. Like you're tracing a giant wingspan out to the side and all the way down. With your breath. About 8 of these. And then we're going to turn to face the wall. We're going to come into a wall dog. So you're going to bring your hands just a little bit lower than your shoulders. Walk yourself back, taking your feet as wide as you need to allow yourself to come forwards into this lovely stretch down the back of the body. So you can walk your hands down as far as you like, or have them a little bit higher. But we're looking to feel a nice stretch in the back, in the shoulders, maybe the backs of the legs. You can keep the knees a little bit soft there. And breathing here. Just find a little lift through the belly so baby hugs into the spine. Nice deep breaths. And then coming all the way up, pressing into the wall. We're going to step the right foot forwards into a lunge. So you might need to take the back leg back a bit further. And you're going to press into the back heel to get a stretch down the back calf. So you can press through your hands, press the back heel away. Shoulders soft. Nice deep breaths. Good, and then coming up, we're going to swap sides. So step the back foot in and the front foot back. Chest is lifted, pressing through the hands and pressing the back heel away from you to feel that stretch through the back calf. And then coming all the way up, we're going to stand fairly close to the wall, just a little bit of distance, so that you can bring your hands up onto the wall, just crossing the arms, so you're holding onto the forearms and resting your head on the forearms. So you want to have a little leaning into the wall, softening your knees, and you can take the feet a little bit wider if you need to. And we're going to just do some really nice, easy hip circles here. So all the way around in one direction, really finding as much movement through the lower back and the hips and pelvis as you can. And this is a really nice one that you can do during labour. It's really helping to get the baby in a good position. So just using your breath, circling your hips. It can feel really good on the lower back and really restful, resting the weight of the head on the arms. And then going around in the opposite direction. Nice smooth circles. Staying with your breath. Really loosening up the lower back, the hips. Good, and coming back into the centre. Pressing into the arms to come away from the wall. And we're going to turn ourselves around and place our backs to the wall. So the bottom and the back of the shoulders and the back of the head are on the wall. And walk your feet away from you and slide your back down the wall. So the lower you come as low as feels good for you. And it might feel quite challenging in the legs. So really push into the feet and draw the shoulder blades back to the wall behind you. If you want to, you can inhale, reach the arms up, all the way overhead. Exhale them down. Inhale them up. And exhale them down. Inhale them up. And exhale them down. So a little bit of strength for the legs. And we're going to bring one foot, one ankle on top of the opposite foot. So you might have to come up a little bit and walk the feet a bit closer. And I always like to bring the standing leg just into the centre as I pop the opposite ankle on the thigh. So this is quite a big stretch in this top leg. So you might feel it on the inside of the hip or the outside, but it's really good to open those hip muscles. So again, you can have your hands down, back press into the wall. You can come a bit lower if you feel strong in your legs. And we're going to inhale up, all the way overhead, and exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Pressing into the floor, just bring your hands to the wall to swap sides. And you might want to just come up for a minute. Take a pause. And we're going to come onto the opposite side, so the other leg into the centre and bringing the opposite ankle on top of the knee or on top of the thigh. And just come down as low as feels good in your body, pressing into the wall through your back. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead and exhale back down. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale and exhale. Placing that foot back down on the floor, pressing through the feet to come up and walk the feet back in. And lastly, we're going to turn back to face the wall again, placing one hand on the wall, and you're going to pick up the opposite foot in the other hand and just take a little thigh stretch. So facing the wall, drawing the heel into the bottom, and see if you can find a little sense of tucking the pelvis under and bringing the knees into a line with one another. So you feel a stretch in the front of that thigh. Nice deep breaths. Really focusing on long, slow inhale and smooth, steady exhale. Either through your nose or that golden thread breath. And then releasing that foot nice and gently with control, coming onto the other side. And again, releasing gently with control. So you can practice that little sequence whenever you feel like it. It's just nice to get the body moving, and you've got the support of the wall there to make you feel nice and strong and nice and supported.